June the 23rd, 2024. Guys, we've talked about the red line that Putin has kind of drawn in the sand, and now it looks like the demons have done everything in the world they can to cross that line and start World War III. I think everyone that listens to this video, you need to share it, and you need to start praying, because if you were the leader of a country that was being attacked by the demons of NATO, which is what's happened, and of course we're involved in that NATO alliance, and you said that you got a problem with Ukraine, which is really a proxy war for the U.S. and NATO. You got a problem with that, and that if the other countries start sending in their supplies and their weaponry and their specialists, and you attack us, that's it. Guys, it's happened. So I don't know how much longer we've got before we start to see some dusting of this planet. And this article is coming in this afternoon. It said children are among the mass casualties after the U.S. supplied missile targets a crowded Crimean beach. Russia on Sunday is reporting a mass casualty event in the Crimean port city of Sevastopol, and is saying that a U.S. long-range missile was behind it. The Russian Ministry of Defense, or Health, in a recent update said that 5 people were killed in a series of strikes from Ukraine, which injured 124 people, including 27 children. Among the deceased, 2 were children. The ministry said the casualty toll is likely to climb over the next hours amid the emergency room response, and hospital data is reported. Now, Moscow is calling this a terrorist missile strike on Sevastopol. It says with 5 U.S. supplied ATACMS, or ATACMS, tactical missiles carried out just after noon local time. It says what's more is that Russia says they were equipped with cluster warheads, making for a bigger casualty strike zone. And that's exactly right. Crimean officials said that in one instance, a missile exploded above a crowded beach, unleashing shrapnel on people who had been relaxing there. A separate Russian Defense Ministry, MOD, statement directly accused Washington. Listen to me, this is the line that was not supposed to be crossed, and they did it directly. Demons pushing for the annihilation of the planet. Flight missions for ATACMS missiles are programmed by American specialists based on U.S. satellite reconnaissance, making Washington's primarily responsible for the deliberate missile strike on the Sevastopol civilians. Again, Russian Ministry of Defense. And that we've known this is going on, guys, that Crimea has not really been involved in this battle for quite a while, a very long time. It's a proxy battle, again, from NATO and the U.S., and the push for the demonic destruction. Now, there's a Twitter video including in this article. I'm not going to show it's a copyright, but I will link to this article, and there's my huskies fussing, and you can go there and watch it yourself. It says widely circulating brief video showing the moment a projectile exploded over beachgoers in Sevastopol. The NATO-backed Kiev regime attacked Sevastopol with U.S.-supplied ATACMS missiles using cluster munitions. So far, 3 people, including 2 children, have been reported killed. The number of injured civilians has almost reached 100. Now, again, there's a video there. It says, therefore, the responsibility, this is it, for the deliberate missile strike on Sevastopol civilian lies primarily with Washington, while we have nuclear submarines on both coasts. Not ours. It said that this lies primarily with Washington, which supplied this weapon to Ukraine, as well as the Kiev regime for whose territory the strike was launched. Now, there's going to be hell to pay, and God cover up the innocent. That's all I can say. The statement explained that while anti-air defenses were able to down 4 of the 5 inbound rockets, the flight changed trajectory due to the intercept attempts, resulting in its warhead exploding in the air over the city. Again, it emphasized that this was a terrorist attack on the civilian infrastructure of Sevastopol with the U.S. supplied attacks. In the local video of the aftermath showing a largely deserted beach. And you saw some of the images. As you scroll through here and you can look at the videos, a lot of paramedics trying to bandage up the wounded, things like that. It says AFP writes of emerging unverified footage that videos posted on social media show people running from the beach as explosions went off and people swimming in swimming outfits carrying a stretcher. Russia's military warned that such actions will not be left without response. Let that sink in. The Biden administration has regularly sought to claim that U.S. supplied weapons transferred to Ukraine can only be used to attack military targets and are defensive even in the instance of cross-border attacks. Now, as we speak, I imagine there's a lot of explosions in Ukraine, and guys, that may not be where they stop. Likely Russia is gearing up to pummel multiple sites across Ukraine and will try to go after bases hosting foreign military equipment and arms storehouses. This event is a major escalation and likely President Putin himself will address it in a statement at some point in the next 24 hours. Already, Ukraine has been struggling through nationwide rolling blackouts due to stepped-up airstrikes and drone attacks, primarily targeting the nation's energy infrastructure. Now, what we've seen, we haven't talked about a lot, but is that it's been tit for tat back and forth across the border. But what's happening right now is the Crimean citizens and the Ukrainian citizens are paying a deadly price for these demons attacking. They don't care. Crimea was set up in the attempt to exhaust Russia of all of its weapons over a year ago. That's not worked out well. It's actually been the reverse. The U.S. and NATO have wiped out a lot of their weapons as Russia continued to build and have become stronger, using much more sophisticated weapons than we have. And again, there's no one in this nation standing up against them as far as a president or national security or anything else. Not really even talking about it much. But I think the world is about to wake up, guys. Again, pray for the Lord to protect you and your family. If Russia's word is credible, this is going to be a day and night to remember. So heads up, be safe.